Coach. How you doing?
Good morning. How you doing?
Good. We're going to ask a couple questions about your Lodi High School alumni status.
Okay.
So what year did you go to Lodi High School?
I started in '95 and graduated in '99.
Were you honor student?
No, I wasn't.
What sports and clubs were you part of?
My freshman year, I played football. Actually, just started playing football my freshman year. And I played basketball and baseball.
You had a very successful football career. You guys won the state championship, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was an awesome experience. I would say I just got the chills just now. Every time I talk about it, it brings back great memories, things that you can never replace. Football has definitely taught me a lot in life, work ethic. I learned a lot from Coach Tarico, awesome coach. I'm sure you could, say the same. But life lessons and something that, like I said, you can never replace. And if I close my eyes, I can think back to specific plays that went down, and like it was yesterday, and winning a state championship. Everybody, the support we got, running onto the field after the game. It was just an amazing part of my life. I don't ever say I wish I could go back to it because we move on, but it's something that, like I said, can never be replaced.
Sounds like a nice experience.
Yeah, absolutely.
What was the favorite part of your experience? Was it the championship or was it something else?
Overall, I would say it would have to be that because it was like a culminating event that just, even though it was the beginning of the school year, it was something that doesn't happen very often. But my whole high school experience, I would say, was great. I didn't have any regrets really. Maybe one or two. I would say, my grades, unfortunately, in high school, I didn't focus as much as I should have on my grades, and I was more into like athletics and stuff. But I did learn a lot. It's not like I didn't learn. It was a learning experience in general. As far as that goes with school. Yeah, football. Definitely, football was one of my favorite things.
Of course,
football and working out. I was always into that. Yeah, it's you know how it is.
What was your least favorite part of your high school experience?
Least favorite part? Probably studying. Studying, and luckily, I would say, out of anything, when I went to college, I actually, you get to choose what you want to study, and I turned around in college big time. I'm not proud to say that I graduated with a low GPA in high school. I did, but when I got to college and went into my major and everything, I graduated with a 3.87 GPA, and I was on the dean's list every semester I was there. So I definitely turned it around. So if there's anything, any life lessons that I could say is that it's never too late to start trying. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't necessarily mean because you didn't do well in high school that you can't be successful.
Who encouraged you when you were in high school?
I don't like to pick favorites, but I would have to go with two. Definitely, Coach Tarico. I didn't really have him much in school, but as a coach, I learned a lot from him. And the things he said then, he still says the same things now. Learn to be a good person overall. It's not just about being a good athlete and good in sports. It's about what you learn to apply to real life. And then Coach Alessio, me and him butted heads a lot in high school. I should say him and I butted heads a lot in high school, and we always went at it, and but at the same time, he's always a good, fair person, and I learned a lot from him as well. So definitely say him, because he was my basketball coach freshman year, and he'll say it today, and he'll say how much we went at it and went back and forth. And I always kind of mocked him, but at the same time, I looked up to him because he always had great things to say, very motivational, and I learned a lot from him as well.
How crazy is it to now be working with the guys that taught you once before?
When I first came here, it was definitely a little awkward because, like I said, I wasn't a bad kid in high school. I wasn't like a troublemaker, but I was resistant. And at first, it was a little awkward because I thought maybe they would have judged me, but it was after the first couple months, got comfortable, and it was like it was yesterday. Came back and everything was fine. It's fun. No, absolutely not. They would, make fun and things like that. Like Miss Bradley and Miss Schweihart, she retired, but she was here when I was here when I first started. Her and Miss Bradley were like, oh my God, I can't believe he's coming back to teach after high school. But they were just making fun, and they were happy to see me and happy to see us here.
Did you see yourself come back to working in high school?
At first no, because when I first got out of high school, I was actually thinking about going into culinary and then also law enforcement. And then I don't know when the change happened, but I went to phys ed with the option of doing exercise physiology and what was the other one? Physical therapy. And then I started thinking about teaching, and yeah, at that point I definitely did, and that was my first option. I applied elsewhere. I went on a few interviews, but I got the job here, and I was very happy to be able to come back to my hometown. Absolutely.
So we're doing this interview dueling with you and Mr. Maggio.
Okay.
You guys both graduated senior year. So leave us with your favorite memory of Coach Maggio.
A lot. He didn't change much between high school and now. He was always a very intense guy. You know him from the football field. I'm sure Morgan knows the same. He's very funny, very outgoing. Definitely tells you what's on his mind all the time. And football, the entire football year, he was a leader. He was one of our captains. Same way he is coaching, he was, in the game. Very, it was awesome to play with him. Great experience. Wouldn't have been the same without him. And again, got the chills thinking about it. Maggio's a great guy, and I'm glad to be working with him now after all these years.
So what was your college experience like from start to finish?
I started off at Bergen Community College, and like I said before, I started off with criminal justice. And I'm not going to say I wasted my time there, but I graduated with probably about 60 credits more than I should have because I did that. But I learned a lot, and then I transferred to William Patterson, and they had a fabulous phys ed program. Great professors. Really got into it then, and I had a great experience. Like I said, I graduated with a pretty high GPA, and was on the dean's list. Really enjoyed it, and that's pretty much it. Had a gravy experience, to be honest with you. All right, Chuck. Thank you.